This conference will now be recorded.
On January 7th, 2021 at 7:00 p.m. This meeting is being held by remote participation. This meeting is being recorded. And so I got to read this text here. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 18, and the Governor's March 15th order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place, this meeting of the Southbridge Board of Assessors will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. Specific information and the general guidelines for remote participation by members of the public and or by parties with a right and or requirement to attend this meeting can be found on the Southbridge website at www.ci.southbridge.ma.us. For this meeting, members of the public who wish to listen and watch the meeting may do so in the following manner. Go to meeting invitation below. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately assess the proceedings in real time via technological means. In the event that we are unable to do so, despite our best efforts, we will post on the Southbridge website an audio or video recording, transcript, or other comprehensive record or proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting. That was a mouthful. So we call the meeting to order. Review minutes from our previous meeting. Let me see. Can I get a quick recess? I'll be back in about a minute. Okay, I'm just gonna. I gotta get the minutes. Okay, let's continue. So, review minutes from prior meeting. Do I have a motion to waive reading of the minutes?
Motion.
Okay, motion by Diane, a second?
Second.
Okay, second by Fran. All in favor, roll call. Fran?
Yes.
Diane?
Yes.
Will, yes. All in favor. Okay, so the next item that we have, open taxpayer forum. I'm seeing nobody else on the meeting with us. We'll move to the next agenda item. Review and sign motor vehicle excise tax abatement report for the month of December. So obviously we can't sign these remotely, but I will read them. And Diane, are you able to stop by and sign documents tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay. When do you think you'd be able to make it in? Is it tomorrow or the next day? I'll just make sure I have everything ready.
Tomorrow will be all right.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, it'll be ready tomorrow. Are you able to come in and sign, Fran, over the next couple of days?
I could do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay, awesome. They'll be here waiting for both of you. These and everything else we might have. We'll 8 to noon. You can call me before you come down because the town hall is closed. We'll have to let you in, and we'll go into a conference room.
Okay.
Call me before you leave, and then you can also call from a cell phone outside. But I just want to make sure that I'm expecting you, so that if the line's busy or whatnot, I have somebody at the door waiting for you. Okay.
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 All right.
So motor vehicle abatements for the month of December 2018, we have one in the amount of $145.84. I don't think there's any vote or anything needed on this because you're not going to sign it until you view it. So just for you can make your decision when you come in, I guess. The next one is 2020 motor vehicle abatements in the month of December. There's one in the amount of $269. Same thing. Next one is motor vehicle exemption, 2020 motor vehicle exemptions in the month of December. There's one, $273.71. The next one is partial motor vehicle abatements in the month of December 2020, calendar year 2020, month of December, in the amount, there are 9 of them, in the amount of $667.70. And that's that. Okay. The next item we have to discuss is a reassessment of personal property taxes. So we have a taxpayer, BP Gas Incorporated. This is for a 2014 bill. BP Gas Incorporated personal property tax was assessed $1,326.68. I'm sorry, 88 cents for personal property at 176 Worcester Street. That is the gas station right before the old Coop Scoop on the right.
Okay. Yep.
So this is for gas pumps and so forth. So B&P Gas was assessed. They, at that time, walked away and left the equipment to the operator. So the operator is Antoine Nassour. Mr. Nassour is, this is a 2014 bill, keep in mind. So Mr. Nassour is claims that wasn't my equipment, that was BP. And it's assessed to BP. So what we're going to do is we're going to reassess it, which means take it out of the name of BP, put it in Mr. Nassour's name, and by doing that, the bill is still due along with all of the interest, but it allows, it's now assessed to the right person, and it allows Mr. Nassour to contest it via the abatement application if he wishes to. But in any case, it's now assessed to him, which is the right person, not BP Gas, who left it. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, so let's see. We will, when you guys come in, we're going to sign and commit this. Let me see. Should we vote on this? Yeah, I guess we should. Let's see. Do we have a motion to accept this?
Yes.
Okay. Motion by Diane. Second.
Second.
My friend. Okay. So let's do a roll call vote. I'll call myself first. I'm going to vote yes. Diane?
Yes.
Fran?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that'll be in our paperwork as well. And so we did the motor vehicle abatements. We did that. And that's the only business we have this evening. So actually, so those are the agenda items. Agenda item number 6, new business. I don't have any that has not already been on the agenda. So then we'll move to agenda item number 7, Board of Assessors open forum. Anybody have anything they want to address?
I have a couple things.
Okay, what would that be?
Are you getting many abatements applications?
No, we're not. No abatement applications in yet. I've answered probably a dozen inquiries into their property values and how we come about them and so forth. For the most part, from residential taxpayers, for the most part, once we go over and explain how the process goes, they're comfortable with that, understanding it. The typical line is, at least now I understand it. I don't really like it, but I understand it. And the understanding.
The usual question, my house went up $19,000 in value, but I didn't do anything to the house. How come the value went up?
That's exactly the issue. And what I explain is we assess the properties. If they go up, whatever the market values them at, that's what we value them at. In some cases, thank you. In some cases, it may be much more.
Right.
Okay. In some cases, I explain, in some cases it goes up much more, but that's how the real estate market is. And what I explain is we mirror the real estate market. If it goes up, the values go up. If it stays the same, they stay the same. If they go down, we go down. We're blind to whoever the owner is or the type of properties. We're just valuing accordingly. But yeah, there's been a number of calls, Fran, based on what you said. And once I explain it to people, I'm not going to say they're comfortable with it, but they appreciate it. And quite frankly, I encourage them to file an abatement. So by law, this is one of the standard things I say, from Provincetown to Pittsfield to Boston to Southbridge and every town in between, as well as through most of the country, but our laws here are much more rigid as far as full and fair cash value and reappraising these every year. If you don't agree, file an abatement application. We'll look at it objectively. It'll go before the full board and, make your case. But, if you got to be able to show why your property is overvalued, or at least, make a claim of, show what you think that property should be, the value should be. The value is what we have power to act upon. The taxes are a different matter. That's simply a matter of what the money was voted to be spent on.
Right.
So anyway, so to answer your question, yes, we do. We've had those conversations, and we've been addressing them for 4 days now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, part of the reason why I asked that question was now that I have some time to do this, there was some Facebook discussions about that one issue, tax bill issue, that, talked on the usual subjects. My value goes too high. What am I getting? Why are my taxes going up when the town has this issue and that issue? It didn't seem anything outlandish. It was the usual misconceptions, most of it.
Right.
Some people referred to you to call you, that they've been to see you.
Right.
You helped them a little bit, you helped them a lot, whatever. But I just wanted to make you aware it's out there. I don't know if you get into all that, but
I don't, but somebody did bring that to my attention, and I looked at it, and there's a lot of misinformation, quite frankly. But I'm not going to answer anything on Facebook. But there's some.
I wouldn't either. But I'm just pointing out that it's out there, and it's nothing then outside of the usual questions that people have come up with.
Right.
They don't really understand the whole process, so they jump to conclusions.
No, you're exactly right. And what I do in many cases, I refer them to the copy of our presentation on the website, where we explain soup to nuts how all of this stuff happens. And I also refer them to that presentation on the website, the slide where we compare Southbridge to the towns around us. And with the exception of Dudley, our property taxes are the lowest, when it comes to Webster, Charlton, Oxford, who are the other ones? I can't remember. Sturbridge,
right.
I think Ware, and I think there's one more there, but we're the lowest around other than Dudley. And I also, this year, I'm sure you guys remember, I've put up the ranking of the Department of Revenue lowest, where they rank each town as far as lowest single family tax bill, and we're the lowest again, with the exception of Dudley, of all the towns around here. In fact, people are astounded. They say Sturbridge is less than us. And I said, no, 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 no. Their tax rate is a few pennies less than us. I think it's like 40 cents. I just don't remember offhand. But I said the average tax bill in Sturbridge is $2,000 higher than the average tax bill here. And a lot of people are very surprised to hear that. But, once you show people the facts and where the facts come from, published numbers of the state by the Department of Revenue, they say, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. It's easy to join into,
Some
of
the Facebook stuff, people from other towns point that out and say, hey, wait a minute, we live in Charlton and our taxes have gone through the roof, or Sturbridge or wherever. So that's part of the good part of it, is they get the real viewpoint from real people in those towns. And, it's people think that Southbridge is more than these other towns, and the people from the other towns say, no, sorry, that's not true. So.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But thank you for pointing it out, because I've dealt with a lot of people who bring those points up to me, and I try to say the same thing, or at least point them to that direction. But yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I have a question. It's more of a tax question on a car, excise tax.
Yep.
I sold a car I had in, it was in December.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, that was the end of it. I didn't buy another car. It was just an extra car we had. And then I get a check in the mail from the state for a small amount of money, $22, referring the registration of this car. And I don't know what that money's for.
From the state?
Is that
I don't know. I've never heard of that. Was it a car you had for a long time and then just finally canceled the plate on it? And
it was it was a 2005 car, Subaru.
Yeah.
And we sold it in December. And I got a check in the mail from the Treasurer, Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Boston, Mass. It doesn't say much on the explanation. It just says RF1 dot information. And it's a bunch of numbers. And it says Massachusetts Department of Transportation, $22.50.
I don't know. I don't even see the connection to an excise tax bill with that. Are you sure it's not your stimulus check?
Well, no.
That was a joke.
Yeah, I know.
$22.50.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just curious as to see how that.
I don't know if it's even related to your excise tax, because
it's not related. The excise tax would come from the town, right?
It would, exactly. And you're not entitled to any because you got rid of it in December, which is the 12th month of the 12/12. You had it for 12/12 of the year, so you wouldn't get it if you got rid of it in December. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. Not even a clue.
Okay.
Interest, I don't know. You know what my guess is, quite honestly, and I'm probably wrong. Something to do with fast lane, some kind of refund of a deposit, or those little boxes used to have a deposit and all of that.
For the fast lane?
Yeah.
Well, I still have that.
No. Yeah, that's just a guess. I don't know.
And they don't cost anything anymore.
Right, but used to be you'd have to pay a deposit for them. I remember I did.
You used to have to pay like $29.95 for them.
Right, exactly. That's what made me think maybe they're refunding you your deposit after 25 years because you don't have to pay anymore. But I don't know.
Well, that's good. I'll check that out just to see in case I didn't know what to do. I haven't returned the transponder yet. The place is closed. You got to make an appointment, that kind of thing.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so.
I don't know. I'd go with the stimulus check. You save the economy.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
Yeah, well, you had another check of $22?
I'm getting $22 a week in payments for the next 20 years.
There you go. All right, Diane, anybody else have anything, any other stuff? Anything else they want to talk about?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully this will be, just my thought, hopefully this will be over and we can start meeting with the public again. There's a ton of work here and it makes it so much more difficult to deal with it by telephone and computer because, you know, a lot of the people you're dealing with don't have that capability. So it's even more inefficient, but
Right.
you know, we're all struggling. Hopefully this will be done soon.
Is the town shut hall due because of the local situation, or is it like the federal state mandate?
You mean why the town is closed? The town hall is closed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's local situation. When this all happened, we closed to the, I don't think I missed a day of work here when this, and many of the people here the same way. For the first couple of months, maybe month and a half, we were close to the public, but the employees were either all here or some working remotely. But the vast majority were here. After a month and a half or so, we opened to the public. We were one of the few town halls in the state that was open to the public. There's like maybe 20 or so. There just weren't that many. And it was all working out fairly well. And right before Christmas, about a month before Christmas, there were a number of employees who came down with COVID in different departments. Like one whole department was out for a while, you know, but almost like it takes two hands for me to count how many people here have had it. You know, it's double digits, I think. And when that was happening, Board of Health and the town manager and the town council just made the decision, you know, protect the employees and also protect the public, because a lot of the employees here, like I said, came down with it, and so that's going to continue now with being closed here for the immediate future. I'm not sure when that's going to change, but there's still a lot of more cases just suddenly popping up all of a sudden in town employees. So that's kind of the deal there. I imagine once vaccinations start, it'll change. You know, we'll revise this, but there's quite a few people here who've had it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, Fran, and second.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
Fran? Okay. Fran, Diane, Will, all in favor. Beautiful. Thank you, guys, and we'll talk in a couple of weeks at our next meeting. And if you could come in and sign those documents, we'll be good. All right,
okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Night.
Okay.